Hey guys, this is Katie Churchill here, and what I want to share with you on this video is something that is very close to my heart because it's something that I've kind of had ever since I was a child, but now being in my 20s I've actually really reopened, and actually there's going to be a video below that's going to show you an actual session of me doing this beautiful thing called channeling. And having psychic abilities and having clairvoyance and clairsentience. And if you've been down the spiritual path, you'll probably know what those terms are. If you haven't, I'll list them here actually below so that you can go and check them out if you're kind of new to that whole realm of spirituality. But so when I was younger, I always had this ability to kind of feel into people, you know, like even when I didn't quite understand what that even meant. And I had this ability to really feel people on a deeper level, like really feel what was going on with them, and almost like almost have in Christian faith, it's called the gift of prophecy, being able to see and hear things from God that most people can't hear or see or feel. And so my journey had taken me to a point where when you have those gifts when you're a child I lived in Chicago and going to school, you often are seen as kind of flighty and scattered and daydreaming, because being a kid with this gift, sitting in school around all these people, and being an indigo child, which I know now, at the time I didn't know I was considered an indigo. It was very overwhelming, and I would often it was very hard for me to focus in school, and that's what they call a lot of kids like myself. They call them ADD, they call them ADHD, and that really stuck with me. That was like really personal for me to kind of take on, that people thought I was that way, or that they wouldn't believe me. Sometimes I would share things with people and they wouldn't quite believe me. So I kind of shut down. Same thing in my family too. My family wasn't very supportive of it. They kind of thought I was crazy or whatever. I remember my first love told me later on, after years ago, that like I'm the wizard, that everything I ever said always came true. So coming to Maui, if you looked at anything else on my blog, you'll see that I came to Maui about a year ago, and ever since coming to Maui and being in this is considered the most spiritual island on all of Hawaii. And coming here, seeing that everybody else around me has these wonderful spiritual gifts, I've really been able to open back up. And thank God for my, precious Hawaiian heartthrob himself, Jason Shaver. He's been supportive. He's been a partner for me that's been supportive of this gift and has encouraged it and has drawn it out of me. So without further ado, I'm so happy to announce to all of you that this is something that I do and something that I love and something that I am now going to offer on a per hour basis over Skype. If you qualify. I have a couple stipulations just because working with energy can be a very kind of delicate process and can be very strenuous if I'm not careful about my own energetic space. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to what they call themselves, Artemis.